All right, hey guys, Jason here. What we're going to talk about a little bit today is the difference between a straight grip bow on a longbow and a locator style grip on a longbow. This is a Baraga made by Steve. A lot of people call it a Baraga. It's actually named after a city or a county in the northern peninsula of Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, called Baraga. And that's that one. And then we have the classic. Okay, is North American class, or is North American. Geez, I'm all over the place. Sorry. Northern Mist Classic, and this is another amazing bow. This is what I like the most, is this classic style with a straight grip on it. How these bows came about for me, okay, for me to get one of these, was I actually asked Steve. I contacted Steve when he was making when he made me my second Baraga, which I believe, I don't know if this is the first or the second. I can't remember which one this was that he made for me. I don't remember. But when he made my first one, I loved it. And I said, hey, for my second one, I actually asked, I had the first one made, then I had him make me the second Baraga, loved it, it's identical, so it's a clone, because I shoot clones. Then I asked him, I said, I want another Baraga, but I want it with a straight grip. I want to shoot it with a straight grip. He told me, no. You're not getting it with a straight grip. I'm not making you a little 60-inch Baraga with a straight grip on it. You're not going to like it. I won't do it. If you want a straight grip, shoot a hill-style bow. You'll trust me. You'll appreciate it. I said, well, I don't shoot hill-style bows. He said, well, if you want a straight grip, you're going to want to shoot a hill-style bow. I said, okay, make me one. Let me see what it's all about. So he made me one. That's actually the one you see me hunting with right now, with the quiver, with my quiver on it. These two I grabbed to use for a different video I was making out here, but that's the purpose of, that's how it came about for me. I said, fine, I want a straight grip. If you're not going to make it for me in a Baraga, make it for me in a classic. Let me see what it's all about. If I don't like it, I'll use it as a bow fishing bow. I'll be happy with it. It's all good. Go ahead, build me one. What the heck? He built one for me. I shot it. I fell in love with it. I'll never go back from a straight grip bow. I love it. Absolutely love it. What's the differences though? How are they different? Is it just a grip? Is that all it is just a grip on a bow that is what's the point of it? Well, it's got a lot of factors to it. On a locator grip style bow like this, not only does it give you a place to locate right here, okay, so your hand's going to fall right in there, it's going to locate. Look at the contour and the shape of the handle. What's going on here, okay? What is that doing for you? It is taking your hand, and your hand is falling in here high, and then resting with a little bump right here in the middle, but that's how it's going to rest on there. Many of these bows are designed, and people shoot them with more of a kind of a right here and a kick off to the side, putting all of their pressure right in this locator spot. That's how they shoot them, much like a recurve, how a recurve would have that, and you would come into a recurve here. People will shoot them like this even and do it so that they don't torque the bow, and it's held right there like that, and it is that locator style. Still lets you get your hand way up on there. Look at that. Well, look at how high that is on a shelf. I shoot that way a lot. Matter of fact, the reason on my bows here that's got a newer rest on there, but the reason you see this mark on here a lot on my bows, is because I shoot so high of a grip on that bow like this a lot that what happens is my knuckle won't let the arrow flex out of there. So when I shoot, that arrow can't get its paradox as it comes through there, and I end up rubbing a fletching and catching it on there, and it rubs right off on my hand there. But that's how I shoot a lot of times. But a locator grip is going to force you right into that spot, which is perfect, and it's going to give you that height on that bow and get you up there nice and high. Why is it so important that you're up high on the bow? Okay, whether you're shooting like this doesn't matter, you're shooting like it doesn't matter, but being up here high to the shelf, if we pivot from that point, okay, it doesn't change for us. If we hold down here and we pivot our hand, this point goes way over there. The rest, okay, way out. See, I'm exaggerating, but you see how far out it's going. If our hand is up here tight and we pivot that, it still stays right at my eye, right there. It's not getting away from me. And that's the key thing. Getting that hand up there high is important. Well, locator grip does that for you, as you can with a flat or the straight grip as well too. But having that hand up high, that's what's going to matter for how you shoot. The locator grip is going to put your pressure when you draw this back right up in the webbing of your hand, right up here. Your palm can rest on there, but like I said, most people don't. They kind of shoot it a little more high wrist like this, with more power in that upper part of the hand rather than down here. It's up here. See the difference? Up here, like that, is how that locator is usually shot. And so you'll see that. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to shoot that way. I'm just saying that's what normally happens. They come in, they grab the bow, they feel that, they come in and they lock right up to that shelf. There it is, and it's shot very loose like that, and it's there, and that way you're not torquing the bow. And it's a very precise kind of a grip. It is a beautiful thing. Can never take anything away from a locator grip. I think most people should be shooting a locator grip. It is a pure, beautiful way to shoot a bow. Now, when we get into the straight grip, so why would you want a straight grip? There's nothing there. There's no locator there under any circumstances. Why shoot it? Well, it changes your position. With the locator, that pressure, all of that pressure goes into right here at the location point. Right here at that spot is where all of that pressure is when you're shooting that bow. On a hill style bow, you're going to grab this bow and you basically want to take this bow and run that line right down through the center of your hand. Right here is where you want it. You don't want it up here where the pressure is on a locator. You want it even through this whole point from here to here, right on down there is where you want that pressure. So this bow is, the whole thing is a locator. The whole grip on this is a locator. It's not up here where it's shot high like this. It's shot like this. See the difference? Look, it not like this, more like this. And it doesn't have to be, we grip them hard. I grip my bows hard, but I do grip them, but I kind of run it right down the center of this line, right from here all the way down with even pressure all the way through. That's what I want. I want that pressure. You can still see my fingers are kind of loose on here, but that pressure is right down there, and it's down the whole length of my hand. It is not up here in the webbing loose like this. When I shoot just like this. Again, kind of loose on a finger here, but I got all that. Look at my wrist angle. See the angle of my wrist versus up here in a locator. It's here. It's going down that whole stretch of my palm, right down that whole center there. And that gives you that firm push straight on the bow. The difference is you could torque this more, but I don't think it matters so much since you're holding on to it as tight as you are. So I'm not sure on that the difference is there. I'm no more accurate with that bow than I was with this one. I think I'm actually more accurate with this one, is my opinion. That's the reason I stopped shooting those and went to a hill style bow, was the accuracy, the forgiveness, the way they shoot. I love everything about them. But that straight grip works. What about, is it hard to locate a straight grip with no locator? Not at all. You know where the shelf is, okay? But it doesn't matter. I can shoot this bow like I do all the time, where I'm going to grab this bow and I'm going to be right here like that, right down my wrist. You can see it here, but you can see how high I am on that shelf. That, like I said, is kind of my nemesis, but I like it. But it does sometimes hinder me. Like I said, I won't get perfect flight because but that arrow will want to flex, but it can't get past my hand sometimes. But I like feeling that arrow come off. It's almost shooting more off of here on my skin than it is off the shelf. I feel that arrow and I like it. But that grip on that bow, putting all that pressure down that hand, I can shoot this bow the same here, or if I grabbed it here. It makes no difference. It still shoots exactly the same when I shoot it, because the grip, there's no humps in there. There's no contours in here. There's no nothing. Straight grip. Grab it off the tree and you're ready to go. But naturally, your hand falls into that place where you want it. So where you would think it would be really weird with nowhere to know how to grab it on a straight grip bow, it's not true. It's so easy to grab it the right way in the same way every single time. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Love it. So is there a big difference? Yes. It is not just as simple as saying there's a cutout in it. It's not that easy. There is a cutout in here, but that cutout creates your pressure point, and where you want to put where the power to the bow goes is right here in this little speck of an area there for the most part. Some people will heal it and do some other things, but for the most people, it's right there. Where on this bow, it's the whole thing like that, going right down the center line, right through here, right between your hand, right along this whole line, right in there is how that's the whole locator, is that whole entire piece of the grip that you get on there. And it makes a difference, and it feels very good in the hand. It feels very good when you shoot it. I'm a huge fan. There is no right or wrong here. There is no better than the other here. But I'm telling you, in my opinion, once I got this bow from Steve, the first one, this is number 2. I have number 1, number 2, number 3 actually was the one that broke just recently, and you know, by my own fault. And we got number, so that was 3. So we got 4 and 5 coming pretty soon here. I don't know when, but they're coming pretty soon. But we'll have those 2 bows as well too. They are identical to this, classics. You know, I love the straight grip design. It's the only way I want to go. So food for thought for you on the difference between locator and a straight grip and what might work best for you. Thanks for watching. Questions, comments, put them down below.